Hi friends, welcome back to the Francescan Disorder, and if you've just bumped into me for the first time, please consider being a friend by subscribing. So we're taking down my hair, and I'm going to do this story time as I take down my hair because I've been meaning to do it, but I kept forgetting. But now that I'm taking down my hair, it's a good time to try and tell the story. Anyway, this story is about well, it didn't happen to me particularly. It happened to my brother. However, I was involved from start to finish, so I guess it's okay for me to tell the story. My brother is a student in the UK, has moved here for studies. And by the way, the Hobbs is behind me there. He's helping me do my hair. He also knows.
Hi.
What did you say?
Hi.
Okay. He also knows everything pertaining to this story. Like he followed the story from start to finish as well. So anyway, let's continue. My brother is a student here in the UK, and oh my god. And as you know, obviously, when you're a student, you either live in your university-provided accommodation or you live elsewhere. My brother chose not to live in the university accommodation.
Does this uni even have accommodation?
Yes, they do. They have about 3 or 5. No, I've seen that they have accommodation. I live in the same city with my brother, by the way, and my sister. So my brother chose not to live in his uni accommodation, and he lives, in private accommodation. Anyway, I think my brother has been beaten twice, and they say once beaten, twice shy, but my brother was beaten the first time and he wasn't shy. Even the first time, I don't think he was beaten. I think the first time, I don't remember if he was beaten the first time. I'll give you context for the first time. So his first accommodation in the UK, I followed him to go and do the viewings and everything that has to do with the accommodation. This hair is going to be so hard to lose. I forgot the sort of engineering that I did when I was braiding it. Anyway, sorry.
I remember when we did this.
Yeah, I did the hair myself, by the way.
Did I not help?
You did help. I'm just saying I did it myself. Anyway, my brother's first accommodation in the UK, I helped him look for it. I followed him to go and do the viewings, and I made sure it was one that I actually I'm glad that I did that because as a first timer in the UK, you want to be very careful. You want to know exactly what you're doing. So I made sure that, oh my god, my hair is so dirty. I made sure that I followed him to all the viewings, and he stayed in one that I chose, one that I said, yeah, that's okay, stay in that one. And when it was time to move out from that one, the subsequent accommodation, the next accommodation, I went with him as well to the viewings, and I went with him to the viewings. However, I had work. When he first came to the UK, I was still working from home due to COVID, so there was no, it wasn't an issue going with him to viewings, just as far as they're quick, and he was mostly putting them, scheduling them for during my lunch break. So I was using my lunch break to follow him to those things. Anyway, then I started work, and then he was moving to a next place and he was doing viewings. We were trying to do some viewings when I come back from work, and other viewings that I couldn't go with him. He went by himself. So now he went and he saw this property. I don't know what on earth told my brother that this property was a good place to stay or that he liked it, but I think they also hassled him into paying. I don't remember a lot. I didn't see the place. So
the pressure to find somewhere as well.
Sorry?
He was under pressure to find somewhere as well.
Yeah, you remember, don't you? He was under pressure to find somewhere because his contract was ending soon from the last place. So I've been going with him and saying I don't like. One of the first ones, or even maybe the first one that I didn't go with him, he jumped at it and he took the place. I was just there by myself, and he called me and said to me that he's found somewhere, and I'm like, where have you found? He said he's paid for it, he's done. I was like, okay, fine, good, great. I was like, what is it like? He said it's a studio, and I'm like, okay, fine. And then we go to see this place on the day that he took the keys for the place. We got to see this place. actually, I must say that I'm the one that I look for the places online, and then I send them to him and say to him to like try and schedule a viewing or book a viewing or something like that. So I asked him which of the places is this. Then he sent me a picture of the place, or a video of pictures of the place. So I remember it. However, what these people do is a place might be small. I think this one, I've hacked what they do. So if the place is actually very tiny, and they kind of, there's a way they take the pictures. There's a different kind of lens that they use to, yeah, they use fisheye lens to blow up the pictures, or they take the pictures from like the top of, I don't know where they climb on top, but they take the pictures from the top of the room, so you're kind of having bird eye view of the place. So I've hacked that bit, and that's a tip for you if you're looking at, what's that, babe? All right. So I've hacked that trick, their trick, and that's a tip for you if you're looking for, if you're an international student, if you're looking, or just someone new in the UK and you're looking for somewhere for the first time, look out for that those sort of pictures. Anyway, my brother went and looked at this place, and like the first day he took the keys was the first time I saw the place. And when I went there, I was like, why did you take this place? He's like, hey, it's the best one I saw. Nothing wrong with the place apart from the fact that it's a studio, but it's like a cube of sugar. If you know, like cube of sugars back in Nigeria, I haven't seen sugar in cube for a very long time. But yeah, it's a very tiny, narrow thing like this. It's so tiny that he has only a single, or he had only a single bed, and then the space, the extra space that was left will not even fit another single bed. What do you think? Do you think it would have fit another single bed?
No.
Yeah, it was so tiny, but it's a studio, so it doesn't have an actual kitchen. It just has a kitchenette, and the bathroom. Oh my goodness! I don't know how those people did that. It's so tiny. Everywhere was so tiny. There was one tiny wardrobe. There's like, why did you take this place? Anyway, it was in his budget, and as I said, it was one of the first nice ones that he saw. It was better than all the ones that I saw with him, and I kept saying no to. So he stayed in that place, signed a contract with them. Actually, he signed the contract before I even saw the place. So I was like, okay, fine, you can move soon. What sort of contract have you signed with them? And then he goes, it's a 6 month. He signed a 6 month contract. I was like, what? Who signs a 6 month contract in the UK, like as a student, when you know that you can up and leave anytime? Again, as a student, I do not like to sign contracts. I like to get on rolling contracts, or I would advise as a student, another tip for you, get on rolling contracts. Don't sign fixed term contracts or anything like that. Anyway, so he signed this contract with them and locked himself in there for 6 months. So after his 6 months, he was then thinking of moving. So that is when this news story happened. This news story is when in this news story we find a place. We've been looking at places, finding. To be fair to him, all the places that I've been looking at, like I was finding and sending to him, we couldn't even get viewings. I think we were only able to view, I think, 1 or 2 out of like 20 or 30 or that we found and called. Like by the time you call them, it's gone. By the time
the market is crazy.
Oh, it actually is crazy. Like my sister needs to move from where she's living at the moment, and there are no places to move to. Anyway, by the time you call them, it's gone. So this one, we then found this one. For context, the day that they booked viewing, so they booked the first viewing, cancelled it, booked another viewing for a certain day, and then they didn't cancel. It was for 5:30 on the day. So we were waiting, hoping that they don't cancel it, because that's what they've been doing with the other ones. They've been cancelling them before the actual viewing day, cancelling them. So we're waiting for this one, hoping that, oh my gosh, nobody cancels anything. On the actual day then, I call my brother and say to him, are you ready? So for context again, the day for this viewing was booked for the Tuesday before Ash Wednesday. I think that was the first Tuesday in March or the second Tuesday in March. I can't remember the date. I might put it on the screen or not, or like you can check it if you want to check it if you're not interested in this story. So for context again, it was the Tuesday before Ash Wednesday that they booked that viewing for, I remember. And on my way home from work, I call him and ask him, are you ready? Will you be able to meet me at 5:30? Let's go and view this place. Because also it's not very far from my house. So he's like, they even just cancelled the viewing. I'm like, oh my gosh, why? What happened? And then he goes, yeah, they just said 6 p.m. instead. So I'm like, okay, fine, 6 p.m. then. I was hoping to go straight from straight from work without touching home, because the place is next door to me. Don't know if I've said that before and I'm just repeating it. The place is next door to me. I was hoping to go straight from work and not come home. I was like, okay, well, there's no much difference between 6 o'clock and 5 o'clock. So my brother was here waiting for me by the time I got home. And then I got home and he said again, like as soon as I got home, he said like whilst he was on his way here, they cancelled again. I was like, why, what? And then he said they were going to send him a video tour of the place. I'm like, okay, fine. All right. Video tour. We don't want a video tour. But fine, that's what they want to do. I wasn't willing to accept a video tour, but if that's what they want to do with their property, okay. So now, they sent my brother a video. I was waiting with him. We were both here waiting together. I was like, when are they sending the video tour? When are they sending the video tour? When are they sending the video tour? And they just wouldn't send the video tour until my brother left. Then when he left, when he left, they then sent the video tour. And he didn't show me. I don't know why he didn't show me. He didn't send anything to me. Also, let me give context for this thing. I think what my brother was looking for, again, was a studio, just a better studio than what he had now. If he saw a 1-bedroom around the same price range or within his budget, he would have been okay with. So the things that we were searching for were studios and 1-bedrooms. This one that they sent him a video tour, or what I saw online that we were going, and what I thought that we were going to view was a studio. Now they sent my brother a video tour. My brother did not send it to me. I didn't see that video tour. I didn't hear back from him on that property anymore. About 2 or 3 days into this whole, kerfuffle, he calls me and says he has good news and bad news. I'm like, oh, okay, what is your good news? My brother has a weird way of breaking things. Like, one time he was ill. Well, just a backstory, my brother had a very, very bad ulcer. So when the thing comes, it's not pretty, but he knows when it comes. And then he called me and said to me, on the day that it happened, he had this, the issue arose or erupted or whatever. He called me and said, I'm in trouble. Like, that is how he relays information. Like, he called me and said, I'm in trouble. Me, I was there thinking like maybe he was in trouble with the law, or he was in trouble with his uni, just something like that. But yeah, that's how my brother relays information. And then with this one, he then called me and said, I have good news and I have bad news. I'm like, what's this? Why are you doing, like, I knew that there was something, but I'm like, why do you talk like this? So first of all, what is the good news? And then he goes, yeah, the good news is our search for property is over. Our search for a place for me to live is over. And I'm like, okay, how is it over? What did you find? And he's like, it's nothing new. It's just that one that they sent a video tour of that we didn't see, but they sent a video tour. I'm like, have you gone to see it physically as a person, like, in person? Have you gone to see it in person? And he goes, no, but I've gotten it. I'm like, what do you mean you've gotten it? He said, I've gotten it. Just know that. Don't worry about looking for properties anymore. I'm like, okay, fine. Then what is the bad news? And then he goes, the bad news is that I've paid money. I'm like, you've paid money for what? He goes, I've paid the holding fee, because normally here, if you say you want a property, if you look at a property in the rental market and you want it, you're more than welcome to pay a holding fee so that they stop showing it to other people if you're in that much of a hurry. But yeah, he went, I've paid the holding fee. Why have you paid the holding fee? And then he goes, now I'm worried that I should have spoken to you before I paid the holding fee. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, how can you pay for somewhere that you haven't seen in person? What is wrong with you? He goes, oh yeah, I was just sat here today. They called me and they were telling me that the landlord has had many interests, and that if I really want it, I should pay a holding fee, and that blah 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, that's what they're going to say to you, but you haven't seen this place in person. You don't know what it looks like. And he goes, but I've seen the video tour. So I go, you've seen the video tour? What do you mean you've seen the video tour? What is it like in video? It will never be the same in video as it is in person. He goes, no, it's actually better in the video than the ad that we saw. So I was like, okay, send me the video tour. This man sent me the video tour, and guess what the video tour is? It's better. It's better. It's better, just so you know. The video tour is a 1-bedroom. We saw an ad and we were going to see a studio, but the video tour is a 1-bedroom, and my brother is over the moon and he has gone to go and pay them. So I'm like, this can't be real. It looks too good to be true. Why have they sent you a video tour of a 1-bedroom and they're advertising a studio? So he goes, I don't know, but it's got to be this 1-bedroom. So I said to him, look, there's a catch here, and at the moment you've paid some money, you've committed yourself to these people. So the best thing I can say to you is there's going to be a catch, and prepare yourself for it. It's either the place is worth more than your budget, so you're going to pay from your nose, or you collect your holding fee, or you're not going to be able to get the holding fee back and you're back to square one, or it's either that's the case, or it's either that's the case, or it's even not available. Like, so I went back to the internet and I found who was the property agent. I was just thinking what to do. I didn't know what to do. And again, bear in mind, this was 2 to 3 days, or like say at most 5 to 6 days into March, and the property is only available at the end of April. His fixed term contract, which was 6 months, had finished, so he was on a rolling contract, which he can just terminate anytime. Which he can just terminate anytime, as far as he gives a 1-month notice. So yeah. Now this new property is only available on the at the end of April. They said 29th of April is when it was available. He hasn't seen it. He has paid for it very early on in March. Now I kept telling him, so when are you going to see the place? They said, oh, when he can see it anytime now, but the person currently in it has to be around for him to look at it. Sorry? Where's the scissors? Don't worry, I found it. So this person is not moving out until the end of April, according to the property agent. Now we're just there. It's a waiting game of, is he going to get the place? Is he good to terminate his present contract and let them know? If he lets them know, will he just end up stranded? When I looked for the property management, I was like, the property agents, the people that hassled my brother into paying this thing. The people that hustled my brother into paying this thing, I was kind of, I don't know, I was a bit satisfied that at least it exists, like at least they're a well-known property agent. I was giving myself hope that, they haven't, swindled him entirely. So I said to my husband, at least they exist and they are somewhat reputable. And then my husband goes, no, property agents. I said their name to him and he goes, no, they are shysters. Well, my husband said they're shysters, and I was like, well, according to him, all letting agents are shysters. And I was like, sorry?
Some are more.
Yeah, okay, according to him now, some are more than others. So I was like, there's one I know that I like them. I like the way their office looks. They opened a new office just next to us, and I'm like, I like the way they look. And I just like them in general, and they are big. So I was like, but these people are not shysters. And then he goes, no, they are also shysters. All of them are shysters. Anyway, so it was just a waiting game, and then I kept texting him. Well, my brother also kept texting them because I kept texting him to find out from these people when he can do a physical viewing in person. And he couldn't do this viewing until I think about towards the end of May. I don't remember. Sorry, towards the end of April. I don't remember what the date was. No, it wasn't the end of April. Towards the end of March. Yeah, I don't remember what the date was, but I went with him. They eventually called him because every time he kept asking them, it was like he was pleading with them. At this point, he had signed even more papers, but he kept pleading with them like he needs to see the place. He needs to see the place. I think they even made him. Okay, no, he didn't pay at this time. They were just doing all the checks that they need to do on him. They were just doing checks really, and he still hadn't seen the place, but they were proceeding with all the documentation that they needed. So we finally go to see the place. Brace yourselves. Because I did brace myself, and I told my brother to brace himself because God knows what we'll find there. We go to see the place, and it's at least the place exists. We found the property, the letting agents waiting there. We were waiting for the person that lives there or that was occupying the place at the moment. We were waiting for her to get back from work, and she was running a bit late. All this time it was tense. I was telling my brother like, brace yourself. We go to see the place eventually. So I don't know. I was going to say to their credit, but do they deserve this credit? No. Well, not to anybody, not to their credit, because that's not the right term to. Because that's not the right term to use here. But at least to keep, I don't know the right term to use, but at least the place existed. At least it was what we saw on the being advertised and liked. At least it wasn't worse in the pictures. They also do pictures where they take pictures of the property when it's still very brand new, and they put it on the internet, and in 10 years or 20 years to come, they will still be using the brand new pictures of the property when the property has kind of degraded. So anyway, at least it was not an old picture that they used. Even the pictures in person, it was better than in the pictures on the advert. However, the property that was sent to my brother as a video tour was not the property that he saw. I got hustled. They saw him coming. And do you know what? I told people at work this. I told my colleague this. My colleague said they saw him coming. I told my husband said they saw him coming. And it was only saying, because I kept telling my brother that, look, this thing, he kept believing that it was that one bedroom that they sent to him. I don't know why who believes a property agent? Who believes any letting agent or anything that comes out from a letting agent's mouth? He kept believing until that day. Now I was the one then trying to lift the mood, because I was the one there saying, it's not too bad, you can do this. Yeah, and my brother was like, is this all? You should see his face on the day. Anyway, we saw the thing and then we came out. And by this time he had paid his. He had committed. He had paid what's it called? What they call it? Deposit. Yeah.
He was the pig.
Sorry?
He was the pig.
He was the pig.
In a ham and egg sandwich.
Yeah, he was the pig in a ham and egg sandwich. He had paid the deposit. He had paid what did they call it? Well, at first he paid holding fee. Now he went on and he paid his deposit. He had also told, oh no, by this time he hadn't told, but yeah.
Before he had.
No, it was after he saw the property then he told those people that he was moving.
Oh, I thought he told his friends though.
No, yeah, he had told his friends.
He had bigged himself up.
He had bigged himself up to his friends that he's moving to a one-bedroom apartment. What am I even saying, 2-bedroom? He was telling everybody. My sister saw the my sister was with him on the day that they sent the video tour. So my sister was also one of the people that told him, oh, go for it, it's really nice. Anyway, bigged himself up to all his friends that he's moving to a 1-bedroom apartment.
What does your sister know?
Sorry?
What is your sister?
What does she know that he would listen to her? Anyway, yeah, so yeah, that's the end of the story. Well, that's not the end of the story. The end of the story is that, yeah, you know, of course he came out disappointed. I wonder what he was expecting. Yeah.
The moral of the story is never trust a letting agent.
Moral of the story, yes, never trust a letting agent.
Never move in before you see something.
Not here, not in Nigeria, I lived in Ghana as well, not anywhere, not in London, not in any other city in the UK. Do not ever trust a letting agent. Go and look at this place for yourself. And even when you see it for yourself, whatever they are telling you, like if they're telling you that this place is 1 bedroom and you're saying it that is 1 bedroom, please make sure that something is not going to appear from somewhere, because letting agents are fucking... I don't want to swear. But yeah, we came out of the place. After looking at the place, we came out of the place and we were talking outside because the man was telling him that he could move in early if he wanted, because, you know, the people that lived there were moving out earlier than they thought they would move out. So my brother then, you know, asked him, but this was not the video tour you sent me. Like, because my brother did not say anything throughout the viewing. It was until we came out, then he then decided, like, he had enough. He was like, but this was not the video tour you sent me. Where's the house in the video tour that you sent me? And the guy goes, no, this is the video tour. And my brother was like, no, let me show you. Unfortunately for my brother, he had deleted it and he didn't have internet because we were standing outside, so there was no internet. And the man was looking at it saying, but I can't see it, I can't see this. And my brother said, I have no internet, so I can't really download it. But is this not your company number? Is this not your office number? The man goes, yeah, it's my office number. This is what you sent me. And the man is like, no, I don't think we sent you this. We can't see what we sent you here. It was just a kerfuffle. But yeah, he had committed so much to it to turn back. But again, it was okay. At least it was good for us to want to have interest in it in the first place. So it wasn't all that bad. That's the only salvation or whatever that we have from this. But yeah, he's moved in there now. I've done the decor. Well, obviously we helped him move in. I've done the decor. At first he was not liking the place. He was not thinking that he could do anything with the place because his mind was in... He put his mind in the 1 bedroom and the kind of things that he would like to do in a 1 bedroom. However, I've made it work for him, and we were hoping that when he lives in the place, he will like it. But I've stopped doing my hair, by the way. My husband is just doing the whole thing. I'm sorry, but yeah. Ow! He's fallen in love is too much to ask for, but yeah, he's made peace with it. He's accepted the place. We already said the moral of the story, but that's the end of the story. In coming videos, you'll see us. I did a moving vlog because we've already moved in. I also will do a house tour of the place, and then you'll see the place. But that's all. That's all the story. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Ow!
Sorry.
You're gonna kill me. Ow!
Getting his hair out.
Ow!
It's all mangled and tangled.
Ow! Jesus Christ, what are you doing to my hair? Bye. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Share this to people that are new in the UK. They really need this. Comment, subscribe. Let me know if you've ever had any episodes or any this type of experience with letting agents. This man is killing me. I'm gonna go now. Goodbye.